So hello everyone, how we doing? As you can tell, camera position's a bit different today, but we are doing the monthly pickup video. We've got a stack of Blu-rays here, stack of Blu-rays there and there, and today we're just going to go through them and talk about what I've picked up throughout the month of July. So grab yourself a drink, because it's going to be a long one. Let's get into it. So first off this month, I went into CEX, traded in a bunch of stuff, and I picked up this. As you can tell, as you saw there, the Superman Anthology Box Set. This comes with the first 4 original films, 2 different cuts of the number 1 and 2, and it comes with Superman Returns as well. I've only seen Superman Returns. I'm excited to sit down and actually go through this because, yeah, I really like DC, and I'm kind of excited to sit down and watch these old Superman films. I've seen the old Batman films, so I might as well see the old Superman films, you know? And also, it's an 8-disc set that comes with over 20 hours of bonus features, so what more could you want for as a collector? Absolutely gorgeous set. After going to CEX, I popped into HMV. I went into 2 HMVs on this trip. First off, in the one in the city that I'm living in currently, I picked up a Doctor Who DVD that I needed for quite a while to complete a certain part of my collection, and that is Scream of the Shulker. This is the first ever official Doctor Who animation that they released back in 2003. Richard E. Grant was, quote, the 9th Doctor. So yeah, I've heard alright things about this. I haven't heard it's the best thing ever, but I've heard it's still pretty good. So yeah, excited to check this out and finally it's nice to have it in the Doctor Who DVD collection. Next is a Blu-ray that I picked up off the back of the recommendation of Craig from Spider Geek and Leon Talks Films, and that is Spookies. I've heard this film is absolutely batshit crazy. Yeah, I've heard it's not very good as well, but I've heard there's some great practical 80s effects in this. There's a fantastic feature-length documentary on this, and yeah, this 101 edition is very nice. I'm keeping it in the Zilla fame until I want to watch it because yeah, it's nice, and it's spine number 19. If you can see that there right at the bottom, probably can't, but yeah, that is Spookies on Black Label from 101 Films. Very nice edition. Next, HMV have been having a 2 for 15 sale on their premium collection throughout the entire month of July. The first I picked up during this Blu-ray collection. There's another recommendation off the back of Craig. It is The Hidden. It's got Carl McLaughlin in it. He plays like a buddy cop thing where they go after an alien that's Grand Theft Autoing human bodies. Yeah, I'm a sucker for anything with Carl McLaughlin in, and the premise sounds very fun. And I love these premium editions. I've been going on a bit of a mad one with them for recently. So yeah, that is The Hidden on premium collection. We have a film by one of my favourite directors of all time. I can't believe I hadn't had this film in my collection for the longest time. Apparently it's one of his best films ever, and that is Barry Lyndon by Stanley Kubrick. Yeah, I've heard this is a period piece. I've heard this is a fantastic 3-hour film. I don't really know too much about it apart from it's a period piece. And yeah, it was Barry Lyndon on the premium collection. I'm excited to watch it. I really like these premium editions. I love them. Great films. I also want to give a shout out to John for this because without him, I wouldn't have thought about going into Poundland and picking up stuff. So we've got a couple Poundland pickups here. First is The Theory of Everything, which has Eddie Redmayne in it. I saw him in Jupiter Ascending, wasn't very good, but I heard this biop, like dramatisation of Stephen Hawking's life is very good. It's a 5-star film from a lot of people, a 4-star film as well, so yeah, I've heard great things about this. It's the Academy Award winner for Best Actor, won 2 Golden Globes, 3 BAFTAs, yeah, so I've heard this is a very highly good film, so I'm excited to watch it. £2 as well, can't go wrong. Next is a film that I've had on DVD. I remember seeing it back as a kid, really liking it, so I'm excited to rewatch it, and that is The Expendables, the first one. This is the uncut edition. Yeah, I haven't seen this for years. It's basically all your 80s, your 90s, your early 2000s action heroes fighting for some reason. Don't really remember why. Yeah, just remember it being a lot of fun. So I'm excited to go back and rewatch this this exciting action film. After that, I went to another HMV in my town that I was living in before, the city I am now. Picked up an Arrow title, and that is Southland Tales. This is a Richard Kelly film, the guy who did Donnie Darko. Really loved Donnie Darko. I wanted to pick this up. Apparently, it's a brand new 2K restoration, limited edition. It stars The Rock, Sean William Scott, and Sarah Michelle Gellar. Great cast there, so I'm excited to sit and watch this because I feel like, as I really liked his previous film, I'm excited to sit and watch this, and with that lovely slip as well, nice to have. This is the first 4K I picked up this month. It was down from 30 to 15, so I wanted to pick this up, and this is Rogue One on 4K. I have all the original Star Wars on Trilogy on the box set. It's on the shelf above this one, right at the top. But yeah, so it's really nice. Also, as you can tell, I've got brand new shelves here. So like I had one and then a small one, and now I have a lot more shelving for more space. So that's brilliant. So yeah, now I have Rogue One on 4K. This is a stock edition. There's so much there's so many special features, plus the Blu-ray disc and the 4K disc as well. So yeah, very stacked edition. Very nice to have for 15 quid, brand new. Slip is a bit jagged in places, but apart from that, I can't complain. And yeah, that is Rogue One on 4K. Also, two things that I picked up that aren't Blu-rays, but I picked up these two Pop Funkos for one of my favourite films of the year, and that is Godzilla and Mechagodzilla. The lighting is a bit awful. So there's Godzilla, and there's Mechagodzilla, a pair of them. Yeah, absolutely love them. Need to get a Kong. I'm going to probably pick up a Kong soon, and then I'll probably pick up the other two Kongs and the other Godzilla for the other shells. But yeah, these two little beauties are in my collection now. Absolutely love them. So we now have another stack of Blu-rays for other films that we got throughout the month. First off, Arrow have been having their Camp Arrow Sale 2 throughout July. I didn't pick up many in the sale because I've been pretty broke. That first lot was at the beginning of the month, was my splurge, and then I was broke pretty much until the end of the month pretty much. But yeah, this first one is something that I've picked up. I did have the 4K edition pre-ordered, but I didn't really want to because I didn't have that much money. But yeah, that is Bird with the Crystal Plumage, Dario Argento's first breakthrough Giallo film. I quite like Deep Red, and I wanted to see more of his films like Suspiria, Cat o' Nine Tails, this, Inferno, and just other films like that. Just, yeah. So I've had the 4K like transfer on this Blu-ray. Is pretty good as well. After I watched John's video on the unboxing of the 4K. Going to link that below because it's a great video. But yeah, absolutely can't wait to check out this film, and it's nice to get it for £8 instead of 14. This was the last copy that my H&V had in stock, so that's nice. Next is one of my pre-orders from Arrow Video that I got this month. It's a new 4K edition, and that is True Romance. Love that edition there. Look at that, absolutely gorgeous. Love this. They've got a review on the channel down below if you'd like to check that out. Highly recommend it. And yeah, so I'm a sucker for Christian Slater. This is directed by Tony Scott, Ridley Scott's brother, and it's written by Quentin Tarantino. That's the 4K. It's sort of reversible now. I've started actually doing the reversible slips a lot more now on these editions. But yeah, absolute sucker for Christian Slater. I think the crew behind it's very good, and some of the actors that are in it, like Gary Oldman, Christopher Walken, like there's some great actors in this. Val Kilmer, Dennis Hopper, just Brad Pitt. There's some massive names in this, so I'm excited to check this out, and this edition is fantastic. Next, this film I picked up because me and my mate Tom were talking about the Jurassic Park franchise. We were talking about the original trilogy, and we mentioned how I'd only seen Jurassic World for like about 50 minutes through. So I was then looking for it on streaming services to watch, couldn't find it, and then I found it in Poundland for £2. So very happy to have it, very happy to have seen it. My least favourite in the franchise, but I do still really enjoy this. It was still enjoyable. Yeah, happy to have it in the collection for £2. Now I need to watch Jurassic World 2 before Jurassic World Dominion comes out. I probably will, if they put it on streaming services, we'll probably eventually get rid of this and getting like a 4K Trilogy box set, like to have to go with the 4K box set that I have with the original 3. But yeah, Jurassic World on Blu-ray right here. Next is another one of my Arrow pre-orders. I've done my most recent unboxing on the channel, link in the description as well, and that is the Daimogen Trilogy box set. Absolutely gorgeous limited edition box set. Absolutely stunning. I love this set. Opens up like that as well. Absolutely gorgeous. But yeah, this is done by the same company that these films were done by, the same company who did the Gamera films, the Dundee Studios. Yeah, this comes with 3 films: Daimogen, Return of Daimogen, and Wrath of Daimogen. Yeah, not your typical monster movies. They're quite like period piece dramas as well, but also the monster and miniature actions are very well intertwined with the story. And yeah, it's interwoven to make a very interesting trilogy. All 3 films released in 1966 as well. I think that's very cool. And this limited edition box set is probably one of my favourite releases that Arrow have done in the month. Like throughout actually the year of 2021. Absolutely stellar release. Next I picked up I had another haul the other day when I went to H&V. When I got a little bit more money, when I got paid again. Luckily they were still having the 2 for 15 sale on at H&V. First off was one I picked up because I love Ray Harryhausen. I want all of his like films on Blu-ray in my collection. And yeah, originally when I first saw this, it was 2 for $25, and then they finally put it in the 2 for $15, and that is Jason and the Argonauts. Haven't seen this film. It's one of the only ones I haven't seen that Ray Harryhausen has worked on. I'm very excited to sit and watch this. I feel like it's going to be very similar to Sinbad and the Golden Voyage and stuff like that. But yeah, very nice to have this edition. I really love the stop motion work that Ray Harryhausen does. He's my favourite animator of all time, and lovely to have this edition in my collection. Absolutely great. This next film I picked up because I recently finally sat down and watched the original film all the way through. Fantastic piece of cinema. I absolutely love this. It's by one of the favourite directors that's already been mentioned in this video, Stanley Kubrick, and this is the sequel to it, 2010, the year we made contact. 2001 had an ending that I was not expecting in any way, shape or form, and I just want to know what this film is about. I didn't know this film existed until I saw John from John Chelovic Movies again mention that he picked this up as well in the sale, so I decided that I was going to get this as well because I sat and watched 2001. So yeah, very happy to have this in the collection, and I can't wait to see what this is about. So also on my trip to H&V that day, luckily H&V hadn't actually changed over the Arrow sale, so all the Arrow camp sale stuff was still on. So I also had my eye on this box set earlier that month because I hadn't seen anything from this genre at all, the spaghetti westerns, and I saw it was down from 50 quid, so it went back to 50 quid on the website, but it was still 25 in my H&V, and that is the complete Sartana box set. I think that's how you pronounce it. It comes with 5 films there. Never seen a spaghetti western apart from Django Unchained. That's probably a modern one, so it'd be nice to go back and start with something like this. Everyone starts with, like, say, A Fistful of Dollars, but I'd rather start with something a bit more like this, like something a little bit more low key before starting like with something great. I'd rather see something that's a bit unknown. So, and 5 films for 25 quid is like £5 a film. So on Arrow video sale as well, that's 3 quid cheaper than the normal films are anyway. So yeah, takes up less room as well. Comes in a lovely orange box, and yeah, excited to see what the spaghetti western genre has to offer with this box set. Something else I picked up in the Arrow sale, I see John again from Chelovic Movies talk about this film quite a lot, and also Craig as well has talked about this film quite a lot, and that is Lucio Fulci's Zombie Flesh Eaters. Now, I know this is supposed to be like, quote, a sequel to Dawn of the Dead. Like they marketed it that way, and they are completely 2 different films. But apparently this is a really good zombie film, really fun. Apparently that 4K edition is really good as well, one of the best 4K scans. But I'm excited to sit down and watch Zombie Flesh Eaters because I don't really have that many zombie films in my collection. I think I literally have Night of the Living Dead and Dawn of the Dead, and now Zombie Flesh Eaters, and that's it. So nice to have this in the collection. Also, I'm planning on doing a marathon next month of films from A to Z, and I needed to pick up some films that would fill in the gaps, and then Z I filled up with Zombie Flesh Eaters, so why not? And that is Zombie Flesh Eaters. Next, this is the final thing that I picked up on that day. I went to Poundland to have a look to see if there was anything, and I picked this up for £2 because Second Sight are releasing a special edition, and if I really like this film, maybe I'll pick it up, but I don't have high hopes, and that is Paranormal Activity. The premise of this didn't really grab me originally, but I need to sit down and rewatch this as being older and being more appreciative of film, so I've decided to pick this up, give this a watch and see if I want to get that edition. But yeah, I don't really have high hopes, and if I don't like this film, £2, I'm happy with that purchase, you know? But yeah, Paranormal Activity on Blu-ray from Poundland. I also went back to H&V a couple of days later because there was a couple stuff that I didn't know, I was umming and ahhing at, and I decided that I was going to pick some stuff up. Speaking of like westerny type of films, I picked this up just because the premise of the film kind of interests me, and I've heard this is probably one of Sam Peckinpah's best films. It was written and directed by him. He also did the original Straw Dogs and Wild Ones, and that is Major Dundee. Now, this special edition comes with the 2 limited. It's a limited edition. Comes with the theatrical and the extended cut, both a limited edition. This really nice hard box as well. The inside is like the card ones that are sort of like the Battle Royale one came with, which I'm not a massive fan of really, but I haven't opened this up to see the art really yet, so I'm going to save that. But yeah, obviously regionally locked as well. And yeah, it's basically the premise of like someone who is like an ex-Confederate is rounding up people to start an army, and basically Major Dundee's got to go in and stop it basically. And I've heard this is a very good, yeah, I've just heard this is a very good film, and I was interested to pick it up. And yeah, if I'm not a massive fan, then I'll just sell it on. It's just how it is, isn't it? But yeah, I really like this edition. Yeah, very happy to have this, but yeah, can't wait to crack on and watch it. Something else I picked up that day, another box set. This is picked up on the basis that I've heard this is by the guy who did Battle Royale, who one of the best directors that Japan ever did, and it also inspired Quentin Tarantino to do like Kill Bill and Reservoir Dogs, and this is considered like the godfather of Japanese cinema, and that is the Battles Without Honor and Harmony, the complete collection. 5 films here. This has just been recently re-released in a much smaller condensed box set, because this was like, the box set is like about that big originally. It's wham. I do like this much, like the slimmed down version. I don't like how it's card though. I'm not a massive fan of card. I like Arrow because they're like hard boxes. That's one of my favourite appeals to the range of like Arrow as a production, and why I watch films, because I like my cult films, and yeah, these are brilliant. But yeah, nice to have this edition. I'm very excited to watch more thriller films. I'm trying to expand my international love of films. Like I'm like trying to watch more old spaghetti westerns. I'm trying to branch out and see if there's any more stuff in film that I could like admire and then bring into my own film work, you know. But yeah, that is the Battles Without Honor and Harmony complete collection. Absolutely lovely box set. Can't wait to watch this. I might do a double bill of like watch this box set and the Female Prisoner Scorpion box set, just to have like that kind of thriller-esque, like great Japanese classic, because they're all 70s films. So yeah, finally I picked up on that day as well, the final pickup from HMV. I originally went in to get when I got the complete Sartana box set. I was eyeing up this edition for ages when it was 15 quid, but I don't want to pay 15 quid for a film I hadn't seen. But then obviously the sale was on, but then the one edition that was in there was gone, so I thought, oh, that's it, I've missed out. But then when I came back, they'd restocked it, so I decided to pick it up. I hear great things about this film, and that is I See You. I've heard this is one of the best thrillers around that's come out within recent years. I've heard the twist is phenomenal. I heard this is just great. Apparently, once you've watched it, you want to go back and check for all the little details. But yeah, I decided to pick this up for £8 instead. This is a really nice sleeve, and yeah, not a lot of special editions on the content, a bit bare bone when it comes to Arrow releases. But yeah, absolutely chuffed to have this in the collection. Very nice, and it's good to have it in. That was all my physical pickups that I got from the shops. Next is the last pickups that I got from Amazon recently. This next edition I finally caved and got it. I wasn't going to originally buy it because I was happy with the Battle Royale set and that was it on 4K. But then my friend, she had it, and basically, yeah, I was going through it loads every time I went round, and I finally caved in, and that is the Donnie Darko 4K Ultra HD set. I know it doesn't come with that on the front, but I got it from Amazon. I haven't opened this one yet because I have my friend's copy still here, still open. But yeah, so obviously, like, you have the 4K there. Obviously comes with your poster, and it comes with this lovely hardbound book. Some of the art on this set is absolutely ridiculous. Absolutely love this set. This is why I caved. And then I actually watched both the theatrical and the director's cut this month. So yeah, that's Donnie Darko. But yeah, Donnie Darko, I watched both the original cut and like the theatrical cut and the director's cut this month. Unpopular opinion, much prefer the director's cut to the theatrical cut. I don't know why. I just think it just suited my personal film taste personally. But yeah, absolutely love this. The 4K looks stunning. I love this film. Richard Kelly did a great job on this film, and yeah, I'm very happy to have this special edition back in my collection for my own, because obviously I've had that one, but now I have my own. Brilliant. Next is a big box set that I've had my eye on as well when they got announced. I really like crime thrillers, and I really wanted to again expand my knowledge into other countries. Obviously I have Dario Argento for Italian, but I never had anything else, so I decided to pick this box set up because it looks absolutely stunning, and that is the Years of Lead box set from Arrow Video. It's 5 classic Italian crime thrillers from 1973 to 1977. So it comes with Savage 3, Like Rabid Dogs, Colt 38, Highway Racer, and No, the Case is Happily Resolved. And it comes with this lovely hardbound box set here. It is absolutely stunning. I really like this. I also like how it comes with like the sleeve, like it does on like an indicator release. Absolutely gorgeous box set. Can't wait to start cracking on with these as well. I'm just very interested to check this out. It's just a lovely special edition box set. I'm really happy to have this one in my collection. And finally, the last thing I picked up, I was going to pick this up in HMV, but I realised it was like £3 cheaper on Amazon, so I decided to do that instead. It was a film to fill in the U spot in my A to Z, and that is Upgrade on Second Sight Film. I've heard this is a very good sci-fi horror film. I heard a couple of my friends rant and rave about it, and I love sci-fi horror films. I've not been disappointed by any Second Sight film that I've seen so far, so yeah, I bit the bullet and I've bought this. I really like that cover up. Also, I feel like this guy looks like the guy who played Kick-Ass. I think that's what he kind of looks like. So yeah, that is Upgrade on Second Sight Films. And that's all I really have to say about it. But yeah, guys, a lot of films this month. Picked up a lot of films this month, as you can tell, like just alone, like all those Arrow boxes. But yeah, thanks for checking out this video. Do you like the new setup, by the way? Do you prefer this angle to how it was before? I kind of like it. I like having the new shelves in the background. I think that's quite sick. And now I also like having the Arrow box sets. They're obviously not going to live there. They go on the Arrow shelf. But yeah, hope you've enjoyed this video, guys. Any of these films you've seen, any of these editions that you want to pick up, let me know. What have you picked up this month? And yeah, thanks for watching, guys. I hope you have a good day. And yeah, peace out. Have a good one. Bow.